it's my understanding that if Notre Dame or any of the ACC schools leave before their grant of rights are up, or Notre Dame joins another conference, it's $300 million to get out of that deal. And second thing, looking at the Pac-12 situation now, Washington and Oregon have got to be right around the corner. Doesn't it look like taking Cincinnati and Central Florida was kind of a panic move there?
Well,
it was necessary.
It's a legitimate question.
Yeah, it's a fair question.
It's a hypothetical that it's legitimate. It's a legitimate question. If you could trade those two, with all due respect, we've created a lot of great fan bases in the last year. We know the answer to that, but it's happened, and it's. I'm not going to be one of those that starts to look down at anybody that's a part of the conference that we cover and or who they have added at the time that was necessary and only thing that was available.
It's an interesting thought, because if you had the benefit of, knowing exactly what was going to happen at this time, when that happened a year ago, then yeah, you would have probably sat on your hands a little bit longer, maybe been a bit more patient and, maybe done things a little bit differently, but that wasn't the scenario. The scenario was they had to make a move and had to do what they could to stay alive when they did. Because if they didn't, there were other schools that were going to be jumping off left and right the moment they had an opportunity to do. Now, how many of those teams would have had an opportunity? I know a lot of them talked a big game, Kansas to the Big Ten, but we know that's total BS. Like, that's just all, that's hopefulness. That's dreams on Twitter. But, without the benefit of being able to see the future, they made the move they had to make when they made it. And, those schools got in at the right time, and I think the Big 12 made the right move, so you can't second-guess that.
And still could get somebody later on.
Notre Dame could take football for a small fee, but there's no grant of rights bound for them.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.